Good morning, all of you. I know all of you are eagerly waiting for our English class. Aren't you? Okay, fine. By the way, did you do your assignments in the last class? What was the assignment? Yes, to write your experience in rain. Did you write? All of you. Very good. This claps up for you. Now, my dear friends, don't you remember our Lily? Yes. Shall we revisit the story? Okay.
Lily is a girl who belongs to a poor family. Baby is her brother. One day, they were going to school along the village road. Soon, it started raining. Baby started running. Lily asked Gracie, the rich neighbor, to let her in under her umbrella. But Gracie did not allow her. Poor Lily, her clothes and books got wet.
Yes. Now, where is our Lily? And what happened to her? Yes, look at this picture. My dear children, where is Lily now? Look at the picture. Is she happy? Yes. No, she is not happy. She is sad. Let's read the text to know what happened to Lily. Okay.
Tears of rain. Lily took shelter in the veranda of a small shop on the country road. Her clothes and books were wet. What really upset her was her books getting wet. Standing in a corner of the veranda, she started sobbing. She saw Gracie passing by with her umbrella. The raindrops flowing down from Lily's hair blurred her eyes as they mixed with their tears. The bitter cold made her shiver and her teeth started to chatter. Her dress was now completely drenched in the rain. She placed her slate and books on the floor. She squeezed the edges of her skirt to wring water from it. The edges of the skirt split. It was a very old skirt, the only one she had. At home, she always had to change into a bath towel.
Did you enjoy the reading? Okay. Now it's your turn to read the story. Read, enjoy the story, and if you find any new words, don't forget to underline it with your pencil. Did you find any new words? Yes, some of the new words are here on the screen. Look at this. Now, shall we make some sentences using these words? Okay. Dear friends, now it's your turn to make some new sentences. Won't you do that? Okay. Children, we know Gracie did not let Lily in her umbrella. And what did Lily do then? Yes, she took shelter in the veranda of a small shop in the country road. Lily was very sad and she started sobbing. Why? Why did Lily sob? Yes, you are correct, because her dress and books got completely wet. She was more sad because her books got wet. Yes. Lily started shivering in the cold rain. Then what did she do? Yes, she squeezed the edges of her skirt
to wring water out of it.
What happened? Yes, her skirt was very old and it torn. Friends, our Lily had only one skirt. She was from a very poor family, right? Now, shall we see what is the situation of Lily at her home? Okay. Before that, Look at this picture. Whom do you see in this picture? How many are there? Yes, there are 3 people. Who are they? Exactly. Lily and her brother baby. And who is that lady? To know that, let's read the rest of the story.
Lost childhood. Lily and her brother Baby had lost both their parents. Their father died 3 years ago and their mother about a year ago. They now live with their aunt, their mother's elder sister. The fat, dark aunt with a flat nose was a 50-year-old widow. She had a son in the army who sent her 20 rupees every month. She was known to be a tight-fisted woman. She had no land of her own. She lived in a hut on a plot owned by the Pumangalam family for whom she worked as a maid. The money sent by her son was deposited in a private bank. But after a few months, the bank collapsed. The loss of money was unbearable to her, and she started showing signs of insanity. She took out all her anger on her niece Lily. She behaved like a devil to her niece and nephew and often beat them up. She hated the children going to school. She ordered them to draw water from well, wash clothes, and do all the cooking. Baby was 11 years old and was studying in class 4. Lily, 3 years younger, was in class 2. They were perhaps the poorest children in their school.
Did you enjoy reading? Again, it's your turn to read. While reading, find out the new words also. Did you find any new words? Okay, some new words are here on the screen. Let's look at. Dear friends, I'll show you some sentences using these words.
Tight-fisted. His tight-fisted father did not send him for the picnic. Collapse. The unexpected heavy rain collapsed the hut. Insanity. His friends thought his decision to quit his job was pure insanity. Devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Did you read the sentences? Okay, now again, it's your turn to make some new sentences using these words also. Now, let's come back to the story. Who looks after Lily and baby? Yes, you said it. Their aunt, their mother's elder sister. What happened to their parents? Their father and mother? Yes, their father died 3 years ago and their mother a year ago, and they are orphans. Now friends, can you describe their aunt? Yes, she was a dark, fat lady. And how was her nose? Yes, she had a flat nose. And she was a little insane too. She was a widow and she had a son. He was in the army. Right. What was the reason for her insanity? Tell me. Yes, her son used to send 20 rupees every month. And she was a tight-fisted woman. She won't spend much. And she deposited all the money in a private bank. But what happened? The bank collapsed and she lost all her money. This tension made her insane. Who suffered because of her insanity? Yes, our poor Lily and baby. Their aunt made them do all the household works. She made them draw water from the well, wash clothes, and do all the cooking. Poor children, right? Baby was only 11 years old and he was studying in class 4. And his younger sister Lily was 3 years younger than him and was studying in class 2. And tell me, where did they live? Yes, they lived in a small hut in the plot owned by the Poomangalam family. They had no house or land of their own. They were the poorest children in their school. Now, my dear children, shall we revisit the story? Okay.
Lily took shelter in the veranda of a small shop. Her clothes and books were completely wet. She started sobbing. She squeezed her old skirt to wring water from it. Her skirt torn. Lily and baby lost their parents and now lived with their aunt. She was a little insane and she made the children do all the household works. Baby was 11 years old and Lily was 3 years younger than him. They were the poorest children in their school.
Dear children, your today's assignment is to describe the character of the aunt in the story. You can also draw her picture, okay? Color it and make her beautiful, okay? And also don't forget to send it to your teacher. Friends, our poor Lily is standing in the veranda of a small shop, right? Then what happened next? Do you want to know that? To know that, wait for the next class. Till then, take care, be safe, bye-bye.